Good morning, good morning. We call this meeting of the House Privileges and Elections Committee to order. If the clerk will please open the rolls so that we can take attendance. And members, notify your presence. We do have a quorum. And so first we are going to entertain a motion for Senate Joint Resolution 3, Senate Bill 4, and Senate Bill 692, which all are identical to House bills that passed the House uncontested.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded to report Senate Joint Resolution 3, Senate Bill 4, and Senate Bill 692. If the clerk will please open the rolls and members cast your votes. And those three bills pass on a vote of 21-0. Then moving to Senate Bill 109, it is similar to House Bill 90, and in order to conform, I will let our wonderful attorney report a line amendment that it would need.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The language of SB 109 is different than the language in HB 90 in one way. So we will be striking the language on line 16 that says his name appears on the primary ballot and he is not nominated. And we will replace with the candidate withdraws from or is defeated in the primary.
Move the amendment.
It's been moved and properly seconded for us to adopt the line amendment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And so now Senate Bill 109 is before us as amended.
Second.
It's been moved.
And it's conformed to,
So is it a substitute or just a line amendment?
it's a report with a substitute.
Because it's okay. So the proper motion would be to report as with substitute.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded for us to report Senate Bill 109 with substitute. And if the clerk will please open the rolls and members cast your votes. And that bill is reported on a vote of 17-4. Next, moving to Senate Bill 131. It is similar to House Bill 55, which did pass the House 99-0. And if our attorney could report a line amendment necessary to conform.
Madam Chair, we'll be striking the work group enactment clause that was on HB 55. We removed that as well. So on line 46, we will strike all of lines 46 through 52.
Are there any questions?
More curious than that. Madam Chair.
Delegate O'Quinn.
Just a question about SB 131. Which Senate member is actually carrying that? I see Senator Ruff's name on it.
I'm not sure who presented the bill, but Senator Ruff is still named as the patron and has not, I assume Mulcahy, but I'm not sure. It was introduced.
Madam Chair,
So we have
anyway,
someone
I don't
coming
want
up.
to make a big deal out of it.
speak.
I was just curious.
Yes, good morning.
Senator.
Morning. Senator Mulcahy has this bill. Senator Mulcahy, senator who replaced Senator Ruff,
Okay.
is taking this bill.
Any further questions from the subcommittee? Did I get a motion on the amendment? Oh, did we vote on that? Okay. So it's been moved and properly seconded to adopt the amendment to Senate Bill 131. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? And so now Senate Bill 131 is before us as amended, now identical to House Bill 55, which passed the House 99-0. Is there a motion? I heard a motion to report with substitute and a proper second. And so if the clerk will please open the rolls and members cast your votes. And that bill does report on a vote of 21-0. Next, we have, I'm going to move to Senate Bill 605, which is similar to House Bill 441, which passed the House 98-0. And if our attorney could tell us what the changes that would be needed in order to conform to Senate Bill 441.
Madam Chair, we will need to add in a code section 24.2-101, which is definitions for Title 24.2. With that, we will amend the definition of person with a disability to have a more accurate cross-reference. And then we will be adding or amending the language that is currently in the bill so that it mirrors the language that was in HB 441.
Do I have a motion on such amendment?
Move the substitute. Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded to adopt the substitute. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? And so now Senate Bill 605 is before us, substituted to be identical to House Bill 441, which again passed the House 98-0. It's been moved and properly seconded to report with substitute. House Bill 605, if the clerk will please open the rolls and members cast your votes. And that is reported on a vote of 21-0. Okay, and so now, to be transparent, we are moving to the bills that were contested. Senate Bill 196 includes provisions that are also found in House Bill 904 that I carried and House Bill 1534 that Delegate Sickles carried. Are there any questions or comments from the subcommittee? Seeing none, are there any motions? It's been moved and properly seconded to report Senate Bill 196. Any questions, discussion? If the clerk will please open the rolls. And that is reported on a vote of 13-8. And now moving to Senate Bill 577, which is identical to Delegate Bloxham's Senate Bill 1346, dealing with the exemption for certain campaign finance provisions for soil and water conservation folks. It is identical and it passed the House 92-6. It's been moved and properly seconded to report Senate Bill 577. If the clerk will please open the rolls. And that is passed on a vote of 18-3. And lastly, we have Senate Bill 606, which is identical to House Bill 1177 that Chairman Sickles carried, that passed the House on a vote of 50-48, to give you a reference of where your vote might have been. And it is identical.
Madam Chair,
Yep, Delegate Bloxham.
do we refer Senate bills to appropriations that has a cost?
So from my understanding, those that have either been requested by the speaker or by staff would be re-referred, and this was that.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
And so it's been moved and properly seconded to report Senate Bill 606. And if the clerk would please open the rolls and members cast your votes. Okay, I was gonna wait. And that passes on a vote of 11-10. So that is all of the business that we have in front of us. I do ask that you pay close attention to the subcommittee agendas and reports that are coming out as we're receiving the Senate bills. There are some Senate bills that we have not heard before us and some others that will be sent. And so we will be taking public testimony at those meetings next week, and then if any new bills are in front of the full committee. In the absence of any further business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. It's been moved and properly seconded for us to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Have a great day. We are adjourned.